Sorry guys for being missing in action here. I had to look at the new software, plus been busy with a lot of other stuff. But for tonight, let's go ahead and start for the prediction for October 6th. Welcome back, guys. The funny thing is, about two games ago, it was kind of incredible because there was a bunch of results, and all the results came out really well. Just like I got 4 out of the 6 numbers, so. It's a bit of a bummer because I unfortunately didn't record it, nor did I obviously make a video of it. But it was running pretty late, and then I had to kind of like rush it down to the nearest lottery place, and did pretty good with this one. But then the very next game, which is last game, the results again became horrible again. So. It was like a bunch of numbers in the teens, and also I think there was 2 in the top 10, right, or even top 5 was 1 and 4. So it happens that way. So sometimes it can be really strong, and sometimes you're just kind of off. Which, as you can tell from this particular result for October 6th, 2021, we again got a bunch of results, right? So we're going to be working into this, and I'll go over a few things here that should help you or guide you in the right direction here. All right, so let's go ahead and have a look at these results. And you can tell this time I actually have 4 targets because again there was a bunch missed from the last game, and look at the 3 missed, so I basically got 4 results there. The one I would probably focus on, actually let's start with this. Let's go ahead and we'll start with the 3 times missed, and have a look at that top line, that 36, 38, 40, 42, and 44, right? Alright, so that's something I would probably pay attention to, and of course it's being kind of like repeated with a 40, 42, 44, and 2. And then of course the kind of like in between those numbers, which is the 37, 39, 41, and 43. This is pretty strong, guys. This is, it's kind of unbelievable because it's actually really calling out for this. And then we'll go straight to the targets here, and these are the 3 targets right here, which is pretty due. It's kind of it's ready to be obviously hit, right? All right, so the 2 sets of numbers I would actually focus on here would be the 32, 33, and the other one will be the 41, 42, 43, and 44. That again is it's heavily due, and it's something that I would focus on for this particular game. And believe it or not, I would probably put 2 in the 40s, right? So I'd probably go somewhere on the line of maybe 41 with 43, 41 with 42, or maybe 42 with 44, so somewhere around that range, and kind of play around with that. Now again, remember guys, I can be wrong here. But this is really, it's really out there. I mean, it might just be one of those numbers basically hit, right? The other thing too is at least 2 of these targets are going to hit. So I would probably, shoot for probably, the range between that 41 through 44, or you could do something along the lines of maybe a 32 with 33 with 43, 44. If you just want to choose one of those numbers in the 41 through 44 range. All right. The other thing that I'll also focus on is if you look to the just kind of like below the targets, the 23, 25, 27, 29 line, and the 36, 38, 40, and 42 line. That kind of like long line of numbers. Again, it confirms the 40s, and it also confirms that 33, right? So I would probably I'd probably go in that direction. I'll probably lean a little bit more in that direction. So let's go to the next part here, guys, and we'll have a look at last week's result, the last game, all right, the last game result, which is 1, 4, 11, 15, 18, and 19. All right. So remember, when you look at each game, from one game to the next game to the next game, there's only a slight kind of adjustment or a slight change, right? So here I would probably look at every one of these numbers, obviously, where it might repeat or it might be off by 1. So really kind of pay attention to that. And particularly I would pay attention to the 11, 15, 18, and 19. All right, so it might hit one of these numbers or it might be just off by 1. And you probably want to choose maybe let's say 11 with 16 or 14 with 18, something along those lines, or maybe 16 with 19. Only because it will change, but it's not going to obviously go exactly at those numbers, right? So I would probably stay within that kind of range. You might get a repeater, or you might get maybe 2 numbers that are off, maybe a 12 and a 14, or a 12 and a 17, something along those lines. But yeah, I would definitely kind of pay attention to that. All right, so let's go ahead, and what we'll do is we'll kind of have a look at the 3 times missed with all the targets, and you will notice again they're all there, guys. So it's really calling out for these particular numbers. So it's there, and something I'd probably again pay attention to this line, and just kind of choose maybe 2 or 3. Maybe 3. I would probably go 2. Maybe along the lines of maybe a 41 with a 43, 42, or 44. Or obviously somewhere in there, put a 32 in there with maybe a 41 or 43, something along those lines. So let's now have a look at the highly probable numbers. All right, now guys, this is something new. This is something that I've been working on as far as the new software. It's the highly probable numbers. And this particular line of numbers, there's 16 of them here. I would probably look at these a little bit more closely. Now, the strange part is 2 games ago, all 6 of them came up along this kind of bottom line of numbers, right? But the last game, only 2 came out of the, I think I had 14 or 13 of them. So it's there, but until I do obviously more tests with it, I'd have a look at it, but I wouldn't take it too seriously. I mean, who knows? It might hit. And let's go ahead and highlight the areas where it matches the 3 times missed plus the targets. There you go. And again, probably something to focus on and see where that obviously will take you, right? All right, now we're going to do something a little bit of fun here. What we're going to do is we're going to now have a look at those that missed, right? So in this case, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and highlight them in green. The lottery is it's a strange thing. So as you noticed in the past, I was able to kind of show you guys, it looks like the target's here. But sometimes what happens is, even though it shows where it repeats all over the place, and it says, well, it's strong here, but yet it doesn't hit, but it still hits the target. I'd probably look at these too. You might just go ahead and try, maybe the real strong ones, which is 41 through 44, and the 32, 33. and probably mix it up a little bit with that like 36, 37, 35, and there's a line of 9 through 13, which doesn't repeat. It's kind of a little bit weak, but it's there, you know. Also, obviously, you look at the last week's result of 1 and 4. I mean, who knows, right? It could be a 2, could be a 5, you know. But again, kind of have a look at it, and remember, you don't want to veer off too much from the last week's results. So you probably want to kind of repeat last week's results a little bit, and then you know, have a look at obviously you know, those results that are pretty much strong. So when you have 11, 15, 18, and 19, it basically almost matches that that 10, 11, 12, and 13 target. So there's a probability, guys, that this might hit, all right, within this kind of like general area right here. All right. We're also going to do something different here too. We must have a little bit of fun with it. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll take out every number that repeated, and only leave the ones that basically have kind of, you know, not repeated itself, right? And here are the results right here. All right. So there's, again, it is, you know, again, the lottery plays around, you know, kind of strangely, and you know, here are some results that you know, you might want to just kind of throw in there. You know, maybe a 14, 16, maybe a 4 or 6, maybe there's a 37 in there somewhere. Have a look at this. You know, I mean, who knows, right? All right. Either way, look at these results closely. I'll clean this up a little bit more, you know, in the next game. As I said, unfortunately, because of the 1, 4, 11, 15, 18, and 19 result. You know, we got obviously a bunch of results in this case. I would still kind of pay attention to that 3 times missed first, and then obviously the 32, 33, and then the 41 through 44, right? So go ahead and play it however you want to play it, obviously. And I'm quite curious as far as how this is going to come out tonight. In fact, I'm looking forward to this. All right, so I'll probably play maybe about $5 worth. And see, you know, how many kind of like small combinations, and hopefully something will hit, or maybe all of them. Who knows, right? All right, guys. I better get this thing posted. I hope you guys had a very good week, and man, good luck. Good luck with this one, and don't forget, press that subscribe button. All right. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.